sixth grade math team. We wanted to take a few minutes to introduce ourselves, tell you a few things about your math experience during the upcoming school year. My name is Mr. Anderson.
I'm Miss Thompson.
And I'm Miss Hunter.
We wanted to talk to you today about live lessons, learning experiences, the message board, and assessments. Live lessons. We plan to have more than one math live lesson each week next year. The live lessons in sixth grade last for an hour. We will let you know about the final math live lesson schedule as we get off to a start in the school year. During our live lessons, we will be providing more examples of what you are learning in your Connexus lessons. We'll teach you the steps that are involved in each of the math topics. We'll look at the vocabulary together, play some games, and have some activities. And all three of us make use of Nearpod, which is a great tool for students to use their own whiteboards and follow along as we are working with you. For our learning experience next year, we plan again to visit the grocery stores and have an activity related to unit prices. It's been a big hit the last few years. And our plan again will be to visit Charleston, Columbia, and Greenville for that. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Thompson now for some words on the message board.
So just like this year, they told you to use the message board. Well, sixth grade is just the same. We use the message board for everything. We have our live lesson recordings on there, and it's not just for, say you're in my math class, it's also for all three of us. So you'll have access to all three of our our live lesson recordings on the message board. Also, besides those recordings, you'll have helpful videos from Virtual Nerd, Khan Academy, and Pearson videos. And then on top of it, to add to our resources, we have not only study guides for our assessments, but we also have the guided notes on there for each of the units. We do see that in the lessons, they ask you to do 40 problems, sometimes even 20, and sometimes that's just a little too much. So we have broken it down to make it more simple for you guys. So please make sure you guys are using those resources out there and grabbing that paper and pencil. So let's kick it over to Miss Hunter to talk about our assessments.
Assessments are going to be very similar as to what you guys are used to in fifth grade. The main difference is that your quick checks will now be graded, but they are open books. You guys can use your notes, you can use your textbooks. So please, please, please do not stress or worry about quick checks now being a part of your grade. All of your quick checks combined from every lesson, all units, is only 5% of your total grade. So you could have a failing quick check average and still end up with an A in the class, okay? It will not negatively impact your grade. You guys will be fine. Also, tests are worth the most in your class average. So those are going to be the things that you're going to want to focus on and try as hard as you can, because those are going to impact your grade the most.
All right, guys. We're your sixth grade math team. We look forward to seeing you guys next year, and have a wonderful summer getting ready for sixth grade. Can't wait to see you. Bye.
Bye.
Gratz Miller.
And I'm Miss Corbett.
And we are the sixth grade science teachers. We made this little recording for you to get to know us. I am originally from Michigan, where I went to Michigan State University and studied biology, math, and chemistry. This is my 16th year teaching, and next year will be 17th, and 6th year at Connections Academy. I have an 8-year-old son and 5-year-old daughter. My husband is actually a teacher too. He teaches in a brick and mortar. He teaches PE. I enjoy traveling and exercising, and I'm a big sports fan. I love to watch Michigan State football and basketball, the Green Bay Packers, and my son's a Clemson fan, so we watch some of that too. I enjoy spending time with my family, gardening, and going to the beach.
And I'm Miss Corbett. I grew up in Maryland, and I came to the College of Charleston for my undergraduate. I got my master's in educational technology with Lesley University, and I've been teaching 19 years. Next year will be my 20th. I have taught 17 years in brick and mortar, and these last 2 have been at Connections. It has been such a fun experience, loving middle school science, of course. I have 4 kiddos. My husband and I have a soon-to-be 6th grader, and we've got a 3rd grader, and we have a kindergartner about to be, and we have a 1-year-old. So it's a busy time, busy time.
So thanks so much for listening to us today. We're going to go over a little bit about what you'll learn about next year and what kind of the grading will look like, or what kind of assignments you'll do, and then we'll share our #1 resource.
All right. So in semester A, we're going to be looking at study of life, looking at things like animals and plants and what living factors are. What does it mean to be living? In semester B, some of the cool things are going to be studying weather and forces and types of energy. So it is a action-packed year.
Yep, we'll have, depending on if you're in the standard science class or the GT, gifted and talented, you'll have different amounts of portfolios and kind of some different expectations. But for the most part, you'll have between 1 and 3 portfolios. And we try to always give you several options to choose from. Portfolios in science are usually interactive, maybe some kind of investigation or a little research that you will do about the topic we're learning about. And each unit will have a test and at least 1 quiz. And we have about 1 discussion each semester where you'll get to share your thoughts on a specific topic with your classmates. And now, our big, important resource at the very bottom. I'm going to click on it and hit Browse To. You can do that too if it doesn't happen to open up at your house or wherever you're at. But click on Science Message Board and then hit Browse To. And that should pop open our virtual message board. And depending on if you're in GT or regular, you'll click on that button and it takes you to everything you will pretty much ever need to know about 6th grade science. We've tried to make it very organized, and I would say our current 6th graders love this resource. That is their biggest thing that they always want to share, is get to know this right away. And you know what? With you watching this right now, you can already start exploring what you'll learn, what the resources are. The biggest thing that many students come in is that they're surprised about is that we don't have a physical textbook. And I apologize for that. That's not Ms. Corbett or I's decision, but we do have a virtual textbook, and we've linked all of the page numbers and all of the information you would need to know about that on our message board. So we hope that you check this out, take some time exploring, and you will already be way above everybody else who's coming in next year into 6th grade. We can't wait to meet you. We hope you have a great summer or the rest of your break, and we'll see you next year as a 6th grader. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, this is Mr. Samsa. I'm Mr. Samsa, and this is Chandler. We are your 6th grade social studies teachers. We will be your social studies teachers next year in 6th grade, so we just wanted to tell you a little bit about our class and what you can expect. so you can start to get excited over the summer. So social studies in 6th grade, we learn completely different stuff than what you did in 5th grade. We're going to learn about ancient history and the Middle Ages. So we're going to learn about some of the first civilizations in the world. We'll learn about then the Greeks, the Romans, people in China, the Aztecs, Incas, the Mayans, and then we'll sort of get into the Middle Ages, which includes the Middle Ages in Europe, so knights, kings, and that kind of stuff, but then also the Middle Ages in places like Japan and Africa and the Middle East. So a lot to look forward to. So we hope you get excited this summer. Before we finish up here, I'm going to let Mrs. Chandler tell you a little bit about our message board and how to be successful in our class.
So we are so excited that we're going to be able to meet you next school year. And one thing that we want to tell you about is our message board. It has a lot of resources on it. If you are interested in looking at what's there, you can access it through the SCCA Central Message Board and then just go to 6th grade and social studies. We provide so much help for you guys. There's study guides for quizzes and tests. We have note-taking guides, our live lesson recordings, portfolio help, and our correction policies. So don't be nervous about anything. We are here to help you, and we have a ton of resources to support you next year. And we're excited that we'll be meeting you soon.
You thought we were frozen. We're your 6th grade language arts team, and we are so excited for our upcoming school year with you guys. My name is Miss Crosby.
I'm Mr. Morsko, aka Mr. M, coming straight from the language arts live lesson room every week with the LA Kings to teach you some stuff and make sure you have a great time in the process.
And hey, I'm Mrs. White, and we are so glad to have you next year for 6th grade. If you want to pause for a moment, you can read the tips for success right underneath me here. But basically, come to live lesson, do your lessons, check out all the different resources on the message board, and you will be able to be successful. And if you need us, you can always call, webmail, or come to office hours, and we're here to help you. The transition doc that's over there is something that we used during our live session that Mrs. Sweeney will be attaching. There's a lot of really helpful links and just some basically good information. So definitely, we hope that you have a great summer, and we're looking forward to having you in our class for next year. We have a brand new curriculum, so we're excited about that too. So it's all going to be brand new for us and for you.
Until next time, LA Kings out.